The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
4 yards.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Coleman, the 49ers.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
2nd and 5 at the 30.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. And this,
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Richie James, 55 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
7. Titans, nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the 20.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Marcel Harris. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, 31 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
To kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Well, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get to it. It's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but it's still about doing reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He turns and gives to Coleman. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Evans on the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Bourne. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And James has it. The 40, 30, 10, Touchdown, 49ers.
Complete to Ricky
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The open man is Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A 1st down carry for Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
on 2nd and 12. Tannehill.
45-yard line.
And this is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. But now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And an incomplete pass.
Intended for Corey
Davis. Stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
His 48-yard line.
A 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's James. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts
It's a gain of
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First down.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Marcel Harris. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing them.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
First down.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
Garoppolo again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
It's a pickup
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
3rd and 5.
Running from the gun with Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, Coleman. And he's got room. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
27 on the play.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 14 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. Quick slant to Brown. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll run on first down. Henry, he will push his way down to about the 14.
Number 22.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete to his tight end, Ferguson.
Again, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that fourth down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the fourth quarter. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Garoppolo on first down. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
If these guys are running offense like you drive, the pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do...
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this is going to be 49er football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
San Francisco.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Watch left, watch left, watch left. Hey. We got 4. We got 4. 57's the mark. 57.
Now it's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Marcel Harris. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The 49ers.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
1st and goal.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Coleman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Titans' 8-yard line.
And Garoppolo, maybe a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Gold for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 45, Titans 12. Mitch Wisnowski.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 43.
Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.